Live all the way from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, you are now tuned in to the Hit Me Up Vegas podcast with your host, Mike Doober. Hey guys, and welcome to the show, Hit Me Up Vegas. I am your host, Mike Doober, the host with the most Jello jokes. Jello, it's that shit your grandma likes. And with us today, guest co-host in the house. Welcome back, that guy, Gary Van Gorden. Gary, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Mr. Doober. You?
I'm doing great. Did you miss us?
Oh, I did. You know I did. I love this place. It's my home away from home.
I think this show is kind of like heroin. Like, it keep coming back, and I'm like, gotta get my fix. One of our two guests today, we are gonna start here. Ashley, aka at Scoobs420.
Hello.
Scoobs with a Z, right?
Yep.
What made you go with the Z?
SKOOBZ. It just goes with it.
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Right.
How are you?
Good. How's it going today?
Awesome. Welcome in, and thank you for coming.
Thank you for
Always
having
a pleasure.
me. Yeah.
And our other guest today, James from Kakarot Concentrates.
Yes, sir. That is correct. You'd be surprised a lot of people say Kakarot's extracts or carrot top concentrates.
Carrot top.
Yes, sir.
It would make sense because Carrot Top, I don't know if you guys have ever met him, but he is high 24/7.
Oh, you know that already.
I believe it.
You can smell it through his skin, I swear. And his skin is kind of like that Hulk Hogan skin.
That
Yeah,
weird
it's rhino
textures.
stuff.
That's what happens.
We're going to be sharing this on Facebook right now. It goes live on Facebook, actually. It's kind of cool. You know, I like it. I had a choice at the beginning, and I was like, do I do a pre-recorded show and edit it, or do I do it live? And I was like, let's get it live, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's always fun when you get it live, because then you get the stuff that you didn't realize you said it, and then you said it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get the real raw content going on.
Exactly.
Like nipples.
As for whatever, you can say whatever you want. So don't be shy to say fuck, shit, whatever.
I'm not going to hide it.
We could just freestyle some Eminem and
I like
hit everywhere.
You said it so lightly.
Fuck. It's there.
That was the kindest fuck I've ever heard in my life,
I was
actually.
going to say
The
that's
most
one of the
gentlest.
softest fucks. That just tells you how you like to handle yourself in the bedroom. I'm just,
Oh, shoot.
The softest fuck Gary has ever had. The softest fuck. How long have you guys lived in Vegas? Ashley, how long have you lived there?
I've been here for almost 2 years. I'm originally from Wisconsin, and because weed is still fully illegal there, they didn't legalize soon enough, so I moved to where it was legal.
Weed is illegal and cheese is legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to turn that around. Like,
There's bars at every corner.
Yep, more bars than churches in every town, pretty much.
My homie
Jeez.
lives in Wisconsin.
Oh, what part?
He's close to Janesville.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
live like
Real small, but he said it's nothing. Like, if you have a roach, they will look at you like you're the worst person in the world, but you can walk to church with a fifth.
Yep. It's true.
It's
Yep.
horrible.
well, I was just going to say, I usually have one statement to most Wisconsinites when I deal with them. You guys know about beer.
Oh yeah,
Beer and
back in the
cheese.
day, man. That's all that I used to do: chug beer and eat cheese all the time.
but for gosh sakes, they're so nice up there, though. People are so kind in Wisconsin.
Golly gosh, how you doing there? You're
Yeah.
from Wisconsin, dude? That's
Oh,
really
yeah.
fantastic.
Let me get by you there, bud.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, don't you know? That's like a Minnesota, too. Oh, yeah,
that's when
don't you know
get
now?
the snooter going on your face when you're talking stuff like that, dude.
This is Bobby's world right now. James, you brought by some concentrates, man. Thank you. How long have you been in Vegas?
Since August of 2017, so not too long. It's
Oh.
yeah, this year will be my 3rd year.
How long's your sentence?
Hopefully for quite a long time. I actually enjoy it out here. Coming from Detroit, it's a lot different.
That's
Oh.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
We like when we hear people that move out here and actually enjoy Vegas, not the ones that have come out here. I deal with it. I just dealt with it in the Uber on the way here. The guy telling me about how miserable he is after 2 years. Like, come on, dude.
Oh no, I love it. I mean, even I know it sounds crazy, but even the tweakers are a lot nicer out here.
It's true.
Oh, I see. I compare the ones here to California, and California tweakers are crazy because you'll meet a California tweaker and they're just like within 15 seconds, they're like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, disclaimer, I do meth.
And I need $5.
Yeah. Disclaimer, I do meth. Are you okay with that? Sign this waiver and then we can have a conversation because you can't conversate with me unless you know that I do it.
Right.
But here, people go, I worked with a guy 5 years. We didn't even know, functioning out here. And they don't let you know. But California, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. And I do this. I'm like,
Right.
what? Oh my
All
goodness.
nonchalant. I do meth.
So what is this? We have is this a pre-roll?
Yeah, so that is one of the best pre-rolls on the market. That is a
Ooh.
sand stick. So a lot of the infused pre-rolls, they do all distillate. And I don't like all distillate because there's
I
not
just
too
read
much
everything.
flavor or terpenes.
Mm-hmm.
So I do 60% distillate, 40% sauce mixture. So you still get the terpenes. And then we just came out with an exotic version.
Oh, nice.
So where it's all strain-specific exotic flower, nothing but sauce, and then we're going to do bubble hash.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
This
That
is
next
different
level shit.
Keef, huh?
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
gotta say, from a business perspective, I do love the logo.
Thank you very much.
Okay? Especially with the Dragon Ball right there in the center. Like, it's very much appreciated.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
just saying.
I love anime, and there's not enough anime in the weed scene.
Oh,
Really?
I
It's
can
true.
agree
Oh,
with that.
absolutely.
can
I
agree
mean,
with that.
we got a lot of the trippy artwork. We got a lot of that psychedelic, and then some cartoony.
Mm.
But since I've brought out Kakarot's concentrates, there's been so many anime fans that have been like, "Oh my god, this is the coolest shit in the fucking world."
Because most anime fans smoke weed. I'm
Fuck
just
yeah.
saying.
It's true.
All of
Everybody
us
at
do.
I mean-
Comic Con.
What else are you gonna do in your grandma's basement?
Right? Look at your comics, watch your shows, and get high.
Yeah.
It's the best way to do it.
I have a friend commented on one of my posts today on Facebook, and she said that she stopped going to Comic Con because of the bad hygiene.
Oh.
She said that like you go to these events and it's pretty stanky.
Oh,
yeah.
I've been to a couple Comic Cons in Detroit, and I won't lie, there are some people in there that should definitely wash the suit from last year. You know what I'm saying?
I've been to Wizard Con here, and let me tell you something about a place that you've ever experienced something in your life. I'll tell you something. Okay? You want to see a bunch of fucking nerds, and I'm talking about nerds, not like cool nerds, like us,
Right.
but like nerds, right? And they're walking around, and they look like they've tripped on so much LSD at that fucking point that their eyes are rolling back in the back of their heads like they're the fucking Undertaker walking down the street.
They're
Just
in
don't
the
touch them
fucking
because you
con.
might tip them over. Because most of these guys are like a glass of orange juice, right? Like
Hell yeah.
That's a good point.
we
That's a
tipped
good point.
over. What got you into first growing and working with concentrates?
So, in Michigan, it was medical, but it was a huge process just to get into the medical. I got lucky to get into it early. I worked in a dispensary out there, but the way they had it set up, it was so different from out here. But I just couldn't get into the avenues like I could out here. And then 2017, it's just a fire under my ass. I just got rid of all my stuff and came out here and just dove head in. And
So
it's just been...
my question to you is why the specific pick on Kakarot and Dragon Ball?
My whole life, I have been a huge DBZ fan. Like, I like anime and I like other stuff, but Dragon Ball Z, it's just no matter what. And I'm, even just without the cartoons or anything, no matter what, the dude, if he fails, he's coming back twice as better. You know what I'm saying? So I used to soak that up as a kid, and then with me being an entrepreneur, I'd take that too. And with Kakarots, we're not going to fail. We're just going to keep getting better.
That's awesome.
Then you got a lot of people working with you.
We're starting to get more people working. A lot of it, surprisingly, is me. I do labeling by hand, packaging by hand. Each one of those is done by hand.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's all made sure, like I make sure everything is done perfectly with each pre-roll in each batch of concentrates.
Ain't nothing like a dub made with a lot of love.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
Ooh.
That's a good statement.
That's good. That's good.
I like that. That was good.
Patent that.
You know what? Look, I do that quotation thing on a daily basis. I think every one of us does, and we don't realize we say quotes that actually affect other human beings' lives. But I say that shit all the time, right? Like, my meaning to life is just live it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a simple concept, right?
What are you, Joe Dirt?
I'm pulling this bad boy out to show you some stuff, huh?
I mean, I like just live it better than YOLO.
True.
There you go.
Ain't nothing beats that, life is a garden, dig it, bro.
Right.
The reality is we come up with these statements in our lives, right, that actually affect us. And I appreciate that because that was a great statement.
Nothing like a dub made with love.
I'll probably use that later on.
There you go.
Yeah,
And Ashley, do you dab on Instagram, right? I think I've seen a few dabs.
I do a lot. Pretty much all day. Except at work, you gotta chill out while you're at work a little bit.
You have the ultimate eyes going on right now.
Yeah.
It's that half moon crescent scenario going on.
Well, and apparently I just always look like that, I guess. I just have that, I get asked, are you Asian? No, I smile like it, I guess.
Well, especially with work, you got to go to the interview high, because if they see that you're not high that first time they meet
They're a
you,
little concerned.
then you're going to be, that next time you do come in high to work, you're going to look high. You got to go from the get-go hard.
That's kind of like getting high at work, taking safety meetings, right? That's what I call them. I call them safety meetings. So let me explain why I call them safety meetings. I work with the public. I'm in retail. So, yeah, I take safety meetings because this is safety for me to you, because I don't want to kill you.
Exactly.
No, exactly. And that's what budtending is all about, too. It's teaching people the right consumption, because you get a lot of people coming in and saying, especially with edibles, they say, oh, yeah, I stay away from edibles. Last time I did them, I just freaked out. And I always ask, well, how much did you take? Well, I don't even know. Oh, okay. Well,
what am I, a doctor? Scientist?
I didn't know I was supposed to keep balance and stuff and junk and stuff.
well,
Where do you budtend at, Ashley?
I'm over at Showgrow. This is my third dispensary I've been at now.
Where is Showgirl?
Showgrow is
Showgrow.
Yeah, Showgrow. It's okay. It's over on like Tropicana and Fort Apache.
I was one of the only ones in Summerlin. I know show.
Yeah.
It's like
I didn't know, so I gotta be educated.
That's okay.
Did they show what they grow?
We do have a couple big screens going on that show what's growing in the background there.
Nice. How long have you guys been smoking weed? I'm since like 13.
12.
12.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was stealing roaches out of my mom's weed box at like 12.
Nice.
Wait, now we gotta throw the ages out there.
I was a goody two shoes. I didn't start till 18.
And that's when they started calling me Asian.
Right.
No, I could guarantee, I could almost imagine the first time you smoked weed, right? I can look at it. I can just go.
And just hacked my lungs out,
Exactly.
freaked
Oh,
out.
But the softest kind of cough ever. Not like a heavy, like a man cough. Not that kind of cough, but like, that.
No, it was a big old man cough for sure.
What's the biggest dab you've ever done?
It was with my boyfriend. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, we were in Reno and we were chilling at the Peppermill Hotel. Mm-hmm. We got a really nice room there and just he got a full gram and we just split
So
it.
half a gram.
So far.
James?
Maybe like 4 grams.
4 gram dab?
Yeah. So a lot of people. Okay, so with me, a lot of people that know about Kakarot's, they tend to steer clear of letting me give them a dab.
Oh.
Just because, like, I don't have portion control, whether it be for me or for somebody else. And there's been times I actually have to post it. I just did 4 people 4 gram one rig video.
Ooh.
As you guys all shared the same
We
4
have
grams?
We have 4 tubes all
Oh,
hooked up to the
jeez.
same rig, and I just dropped 4 grams into a giant
Oh my
banger.
lord.
Does that
Jeez.
anywhere special or just at your place?
Yeah, no, we just all chill at my crib, and we just
Wow.
we drop
I feel
globs.
like I feel like your house would be like the erector set of wax scenario.
Did you say erector?
Erector. You know the erector sets? Come on now. we're
I know
watching
the
a lot.
erector set. I never had one, but I had friends. I had friends that had erector sets. Is
Yeah,
that what
my
your dab
erector
rig looks
set.
like?
So I actually just picked up a couple new ones from Champ. So I have tons of different dab rigs. I have the Honey Badger. I have all my actual rigs. I have a nectar collector.
Mhm.
Have you blown your own rigs?
No,
blowing your own
no.
glass, right?
I do have a glass maker though, Tony Kazi Glass. He blows some of the most amazing dragons you've ever seen,
Oh,
That's what.
and he does all of my Dragon Ball Z specific work as well. And if ever anybody wants any Tony Kazi Glass, you mention Kakarot's concentrates, and you get 10% off.
Well,
you heard it here first.
Mm.
Nice. That's kind of cool. I wanted to ask you guys a question. I thought this on my way here, and you brought it up to me just outside. Do you guys think that by smoking weed that we're more acceptable to viruses like the coronavirus and the flu? You think we put ourselves out there by sharing weed with each other?
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
You think the coronavirus gets killed by the weed?
yes.
I mean, with the whole coronavirus thing, I think they're blowing it up a little more than it
might
is.
answer that
But
question.
I do feel that smoking weed, there's a big difference when you see somebody that doesn't smoke and their endocannabinoid system doesn't even work. Their receptors are blocked.
Mhm.
And then you have potheads where they smoke every day. How often does a pothead actually get sick?
Not very often.
Exactly. Our endocannabinoid
I mean-
receptors, they're firing at a crazy rate because we smoke weed every day.
When I'm high, I usually get sick after like 4 bowls of Captain Crunch.
Exactly.
That's
And
what
that's
my
a
type is
self-induced sick.
See,
Right.
Yes.
see, for me, I go into the Rama food coma. That's what I call it. The
Ah.
Rama food coma. So the Rama food coma is you eat ramen and a lot of ice cream,
Ah.
and you go into a food coma set after that.
Do you mix them?
Yes.
I'm gonna follow for more recipes.
There you
Right,
go.
I'm saying we're gonna have to talk after this.
I
I'm
like
saying
a.
scenarios happen, man.
Well, this is just when you smoke with others. Oh, you have a thing, huh? See?
I just started. I just got one of these too. It's a Moose Labs filter,
Mhm.
and I like to use it whenever I'm sharing stuff. You just put the scent wherever you're using it, and just.
And
use
it
in
filters out other people's diseases.
Well, I don't know about that. It just
Oh.
helps kind of smooth out the smoke, but you're not actually putting your mouth on
Mm-hmm.
Does
other
it at
people's
least smooth out
pieces.
the Modelo virus.
I don't even know.
I don't know about Modelo.
So-
I mean, I
The
think
Modelo
is worse than Corona, so that's why I'm just giving it the Modelo.
No, Modelo is not worse than Corona.
Might as well just call it the Miller virus.
Oh,
yeah.
Even better.
We
Or
got
the
that
Bud
Four
virus.
Loco virus going on,
Budweiser.
boy.
Four
You gotta say
Loko
Budweiser
virus.
Because we like Bud.
There you go.
Just saying.
There you go.
Do you because I have pet peeves when I smoke with other people. You guys have any pet peeves? One of mine is blisters on the lips. If people have blisters on the lips, I'm like, nah, bro.
You're not touching my rig.
I'm good.
It happens.
I'm good. Like, who's
though.
smoking that? You or little you, bro? The chip on your fucking lip.
My thing is when you can look at a person and kind of go, "You haven't smoked pot, have you?"
No.
I can't smoke pot with people who can't smoke pot.
Huh?
Like it's like those ones that I work on this trip, so I deal with the ones that I haven't smoked pot since I was in college.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And it's because you're in the yeah.
And I got the stuff on Fremont Street at the little like CBD
Oh
hut.
yeah. It's that fake
And it
CBD.
took me to the moon. All the
Took it to
time.
the moon. Yeah. What, to the new moon that we have? Jeez. One of my other ones is people that don't know how to control a joint properly, and they just like let it canoe, and it's the worst thing. Because why am I gonna buy a pre-roll and smoke it with someone that is just gonna run it?
Or they're just hanging onto it and talking the
talk-
whole
oh my
time. That's what it is.
I
and
tell them if you're
talking.
camping, you can fucking grab a bag and go outside. 'Cause because you don't camp with my shit.
No, this ain't COD. That's what I tell people. This ain't COD. You can't camp, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they're telling a story with it. They're waving it into their. They work the joint into their story, bro.
Yeah, almost passed.
Yeah, no, almost passed.
Him and I, we smoked with this one guy. This was at Money Plays a while ago. This is like a year and a half ago, and we're smoking. And this guy's
Waving the joint around.
all over the goddamn place. And he just flat out said to him, dude, you can actually pass that or what?
Right? Oh, I'll say something. I'll be like, yo, you're fucking wasting all the weed just talking.
That's what it is. You're wasting it.
Yeah, exactly.
We also come from places, though, that we actually say stuff like that. A place that people don't say stuff like that.
Oh, man, people get so shocked when you say something to them anymore.
These days.
Just genuinely offended.
When you speak up, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of my biggest things is when people cut you in line. I think it's like the ultimate disrespect when you get cut in line. You don't cut in line.
No.
That happens. I just laugh hardcore.
Also, one thing I've noticed about, and this is just working with the regular public on a daily basis. You ever notice that stoners don't actually, we don't bring up politics, we don't bring up religion. Why is it that everybody else does?
That's true.
It's disgusting.
You just brought it up right now.
No, I was just bringing up the point that we don't bring it up.
I avoid it.
I don't bring it up just because a lot of people don't agree with my views and they think I'm a conspiracy theorist.
That's exactly the
Same.
same.
That's how we all
here,
get.
too.
know.
We're all in
It's
the
the
same
weed.
boat. Yeah, it's exactly what it
Our
is.
minds are just
We've
so
opened up our third
expanded.
eye.
Exactly.
We know what's going on.
My perception on life and things got torn when I was like I was like 10 or 11, but I had bronchitis and my mom brought me a bottle of NyQuil, a full bottle, into my room, and I drank it in my sleep. And I woke up the next day with like an empty bottle, and my mom was like, I brought you NyQuil, and it might have been Robitussin or one of, I think it was Tussin. But dude, I was like a robot for a week. I couldn't go to school for a few days.
See, I stopped trusting it when they put me on Adderall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was lethargic at 12 years old.
You're like a zombie.
Well, that's when I started smoking pot. And that honestly is what reawakened my life and brought me into the awesomeness that is Gary.
And that's the funniest thing. People are so against children using weed, but if there's medicinal value to it, like, why not medicinally give it to your child? I mean,
True.
Eventually,
you know, I think the problem is, though, if I was a child and I was getting it medicinally, I would be making money with it and selling it at school. You know, it just is what it is, you know?
And that comes down to parenting as well. Just making sure that the parents are teaching their kids correctly. And the medicine, like, this is medicine. This isn't something that you go to sell.
Now we are in a weird kind of catch-22 with that, though, right? So most parents don't teach their children nowadays, and this is the issue. They're still children themselves trying to become adults. Few exceptions to the rule, obviously, but I had to point you out, bro, because I know what you do with your children, and I give you props for what you do.
Oh, we hang out, chill.
You take, but you know what? You're still a father to your children. You know, and that's the biggest difference with most of these. They want to be friends. You can't be a friend to your child. My mother was my best friend, but she was my mother.
Yeah.
Still was strict.
Exactly. You gotta have that balance. You know, and I agree with you on that. Medicinally given children.
Why not, right?
I mean, they're pumping them with everything else.
The parents are,
I mean, I hate advising to even give children anything at all, but I mean, if you are going to give them any sort of medicine. I feel like
Well, I mean, I'd much rather, like my situation right now, my youngest son, they put him on Adderall, and I can't stand it. He's skinny.
Oh, man.
I mean, he's easily lost weight since he's been on it, and I don't like it. His appetite's changed, just his
that's
whole
exactly what
demeanor.
happens, yep.
And I brought him out for the summer, and I told their mother, and I told their mother to tell their mother, their doctor, I'm giving them CBD while he's out here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving him any of the Adderall, and he's going to have CBD, and he's just going to chill, and I'm going to let him do his thing. And it worked way better than the Adderall.
See, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like any pills. I don't even take aspirin if I have a headache. I mean,
Yeah, I try not to. Every now and then I will, if I've had a couple beers,
yeah.
and at night I don't want to wake up with a hangover. I'll take a few, but I try to avoid it. And we're in a quick fix type of a living, you know, and it's been like that for a long time. Everyone just wants the quick fix, and it's illegal to heal with anything other than pharmaceuticals in the United States. It sucks.
Yep.
You know, you just fight a little bit at a time, you know, like the marijuana industry and cannabis industry is just little by little getting better and better at realizing this too. Like, it takes time, these things. And
and I always say it like this, go back to what I was saying before about having your PhD in THC, right? You know, when you get to that point of educating yourself on marijuana and realizing what it's benefited you in your own life and stuff, you can kind of educate other human beings at that point, especially while being well educated yourself. Like, education's something you do every day of your life. Teach yourself, because that's the only way you can be better.
And cannabis is evolving every day.
Yeah, you know who else is about to educate us? Our sponsors. We'll be right back, guys. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The home of fist pumping, head banging, in your face rock.
I've been checking around. I don't see how you guys can do these commercials so cheap.
Oh, you'll understand when you see the response you got.
This is Radio Vegas.rocks.
Hey, Chuck. Oh, hey, Mike. So listen, the gang is hitting the bar after work. You want to come with us?
No can do, bro. The wife is picking me up and we're going to hike up the Devil's Rectum.
You got to be kidding me. By the time you get all the way home and change, you'll never make it up there in time.
I don't have to go home. I'm just going to wear what I have on.
You can't hike up the Devil's Rectum in khakis.
These aren't khakis. They're 5'11s.
It don't matter how tall you are. You still can't hike up the Devil's Rectum in khaki pants, you moron.
These are 5'11 pants. You know, 5'11 tactical.
They don't make khakis. They make stuff for cops and firefighters in the military.
And everybody else. Check it out.
Holy crap. I had no idea they made all this stuff.
It's all there at 511tactical.com. You know my motto.
You have a motto?
Play hard and look good doing it.
Okay, that's just stupid.
It's not stupid.
It's stupid.
You're stupid. 511 Tactical. Play hard and look good doing it. Shop now by clicking the 511 banner on our website, radiovegas.rocks.
Kicker Audio. Living loud.
I am hanging out currently in the Kicker Audio studio. You know what? Hold on. Let's do this right. The Kicker Audio studio. That's right. The Kicker Audio studio here at RadioVegas.rocks is where I do my show, and a lot of people do their shows out of here. And you're wondering, wow, that's really cool that they named it the Kicker Audio studio. You know why? Because every single headphone at Radio Vegas is Kicker Audio. I actually have a Doober at home that I use when I'm just walking around the house playing music. I have it Bluetooth connected to my devices. I also play video games a lot, and some mobile games. I get to use my Doobers on those, and the quality is amazing. Especially if you're doing a shooter game, I can hear people walking 40 meters away. I know that makes no sense to you if you don't game, but it is the advantage that I have. I gotta tell you, they're amazing, and the reason why we call this Kicker Audio Studios is because we use Kicker Audio, and that's the only headphone we use. Check them out, kickeraudio.com.
Kicker Audio. Living loud.
Hey, dudes with beards, I'm here to tell you about Mad Viking Beard Company. What is that, you ask? Well, that's a good question. They are the best beard products and men's grooming company since 2013. Guys, drop the razor, because with Mad Viking Beard Company, they kill the beard itch and give you what you need to grow a better beard. Like beard oils, relieves beard itch, creates a healthier and more manageable beard, reduces brittle beard hair and breakage, you know, like split ends. The natural oils help promote a fuller and longer growth, giving you a little bit of hold, and it acts as a styling agent to keep those flyaway hairs in place. Then there's the beard wash. Not your average store-bought chemical-laden concoction, all right? Mad Viking Beard Wash, it's sulfate-free, paraben-free, offers top-to-bottom clean and conditioning experience all in one, providing a deep, all-natural, sulfate-free clean with a rich conditioning finish for a soft, moisturized face and beard, you know, for the ladies. To order, visit www.radiovegas.rocks and click on the banner to order now.
These wheels are real exciting and bear my name, Evel Knievel.
Hi, it's Waz from Greasy Conversation. Did you know the pioneering stuntman Evel Knievel, the world record motorcycle jumping father of extreme sports himself, lives on spiritually in the satiny dough and hearty brick cheese of the pizza that bears his name.
Evil Knievel.
Evil Pie, that's EVEL, on glistening East Fremont Street in the heart of downtown Las Vegas. They've been thriving here since back in 2016 because, unlike our hero, it's not dangerous. The flavor isn't even risky, but it is braggadocious. I get the world-famous Snake River special with the rattlesnake sausage. Honestly, it's great. I do love it, and it makes me feel like a mighty conqueror of perilous beasts. Vegans, don't tune me out. This place is known for their vegan pizza too, so get over there. Just make sure you check the RadioVegas.rocks app first. That app will have new specials just for RadioVegas.rocks listeners. Show them the app and satisfy your lust for excitement.
RadioVegas.rocks.
Turning to sports, winner of this week's Gulf Coast Golf Classic was Chai Rodriguez.
Chichi Rodriguez.
This is RadioVegas.rocks.
You're listening to Hit Me Up Vegas with Scoobs 420.
Yeah, welcome back, guys. We are back. Thank you for the drop. Appreciate that. Awesome. Always nice to get that. We're going to go right into the news. You didn't miss anything while we were on commercial, guys. We were just chatting it up, talking about life. So news, a California woman was dreaming about eating her engagement ring and woke up to find out that she really did eat it in her sleep.
Wow.
Yes. So she quotes, Jenna Evans quotes on her Facebook post that she wrote, I popped that sucker off, put it in my mouth, and swallowed it with a glass of water. Swallowed the engagement ring.
Okay, so my thought process is just on the name alone. It's got to be like a $15,000 engagement ring, right?
Oh, it was expensive, yes.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
So she stated that she was dreaming that her and her fiance were being chased by so-called bad guys, and they were trying to steal her wedding ring.
Uh-huh.
So she kept it safe by popping it in her mouth, swallowing it with a glass of water. Now, my question is, when you pass this down through your family, are you going to do like the whole story, like, this ring right here
survived. Was the one that ruled them all.
No, like Pulp Fiction, right? Yeah. Your grandfather had this ring in his ass.
And I brought it back to the U.S. in my ass.
I swallowed this ring.
Like a Titanic cross fusion scenario going on there.
Horrible.
You might as well make it into an epic story.
Exactly. I used to, but I feel her pain because I used to sleepwalk as a child. I don't do it anymore, but as a kid, I would go to bed with like one water next to me, and I would wake up and there's like 5 glasses of empty water, and my fucking underwear's wet. But I was little, I was a little kid.
Right.
That sleepwalking shit. They actually have. Some people got to lock their fridges because they sleep eat. And they literally, I was just watching a video not long ago. They sleep eat and they question how they're gaining tons of weight.
And they don't.
And it's like you have no idea when you wake up and you go in your kitchen and you're missing fucking like 10 pounds of food.
You want education? Get high and watch Step Brothers. That's education.
Yeah, there you go.
That's education right there.
Yeah. No, sleepwalking is the thing, and then they sleep eat.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a good sleep eater, you wouldn't go to the fridge. You would just turn over to your girlfriend and just sleep eat her.
Exactly.
Sleeping it out.
There's a lot of weird. That's the thing I do is I watch the weird documentaries and like weird shit. And they had one on sleepwalking, and there's a guy that actually like his wife says she just puts up with it, but he fucks her in his sleep.
He be doing sleep anal.
Sleep
anal. It's just whatever. He just, in his sleep, unconscious, doesn't even know. They've recorded it, like they've had to have like marriage counseling type shit. I'm like, that's some wild shit.
They record it?
That's a sex.
Yeah,
that's a sleeping sex.
They have to prove
It's all for scientific.
It's on Pornhub, right?
Sleepwalking
real sleeping
porn.
shit.
You
Don't
call
watch
it
this
Netflix
video.
and chill. I call it fall asleep and pale.
And well, I don't know. Well, we're going to go into an even weirder story. A Jersey man recently opened up about a 2-year relationship that he has had with a ghost. 35-year-old Gary Denovia.
Wow.
Denovia.
Wow. So you're from Jersey and your name's Gary?
He comes out about dating a ghost and how they met. He met her at a restaurant. Her name's Lisa. She was eating the risotto, and he walked up and just started talking to her and eating with her.
Okay.
I need his plugs number.
Right. I want what he's
Like, it makes sense
smoking.
that it's a guy from Jersey, though, right? Like, that's what I keep thinking. When he
Oh, that's
first told me
funny.
that's all I can think. It makes sense it's a guy from Jersey.
Jersey.
But Gary? Really? Gary?
Gary and Lisa.
Oh, my God. Man, that's messed up, bro. You're giving us all a bad name, brother.
So the guy Gary, he says that Lisa and him are happier than ever, and the only weird thing is that the sex is not the same with a ghost. He said it's very cold due to their body temperature.
I didn't know she had a body.
Okay.
He said his friends make fun of him a little bit because she's actually 19 years old when she died, and she just stays 19. But you know what they say? The best mate is a cremate.
There you got it.
All right, so hey, this is my thing. Like, and I'm 100% honest. If I was a ghost,
The friends thing, though. No, because this is my thought process. Going back to the friends thing, though. The only thing your friends make fun of is the fact that she's 19 years old.
Right. That's the only
not
thing
that you're
that.
banging a ghost. or
No.
that, like,
Those
you're-
are some good friends, though.
Hey.
They must be your bestest.
right.
but you know,
Bestest.
They
You
might
know-
be dating her friend. That's why they're only
Good
making fun of the age.
Like,
he's like, honey, you need some lotion. You're a little bit ashy. But the weird thing about ghost sex is that it must be like weird sometimes because it's like she's like, I don't feel it, and it's like, of course you don't feel it. You're a fucking ghost, dude.
Yeah, I wonder what's being showered during that.
And then, what about the day when he tells his friends he's gonna have a kid?
Oh, damn.
Oh shit, a ghost kid.
Now, here's my thing, though. Is the kid only half translucent?
It's like Casper.
Damn.
Okay.
Looks like a real boy, but he's see-through.
So when he eats, is it like the Three Uncles? Like when he eats, it just digests that way?
It would have to be.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
They do a gender reveal.
Oh, God.
It comes out as nothing. Holy
Just
shit!
a
It wasn't a
puff
boy or a girl.
That's where the Gen X flow would actually fall into play.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, the color black comes out. They're like, we knew it. Oh shit! I joke sometimes around about that because I'm like, I would still have sex as a ghost. Like, I would find another ghost person and live a nice ghost life. The worst thing about being a ghost must be trying to wash your hands in public under the friggin' sinks.
That would be.
They already discriminate enough.
No.
It'd be worse.
You're talking about that. What about drying your hands afterwards, though?
I was gonna say with the air dryer.
No, I don't
Or
use the
no,
air dryer.
oh,
Paper.
paper towels.
You can't even pull them some bitches out.
Smoke my ashes when I'm gone, please, somebody.
Yeah, just put me in with a plant.
Yes.
That would be a.
Call
good
me
idea.
Ashy Dreams.
Oh, ghost sex, huh? It's a weird topic, you know? And then you could joke around and be like, girl, I'm gonna put this dick right through you. And then you do it. I told you.
Yeah.
I hope my son's listening. I just recently got an account for him on Instagram. It's been a long time coming because he has some followers that really, really like him. And then, but his videos are making me a little jealous. Like, he's crushing it. And I'm like,
Getting more views than you. What do you
yeah,
expect?
I know. It's like, but if anyone wants to follow him, it's at TrickShotMiles on Instagram. That's where his account is, and he's just sitting there making all types of shots all over the place.
Some of
You
them
guys
are
see him?
wild, man.
That
Right?
2-in-1. That 2-in-1 one. That was the craziest shot. I've
2-in-1
seen.
shot.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
We love you, Miles. We're here for you, bud. Keep shooting. Back to smoking. Do you guys give your equipment, smoking equipment, names?
I do.
I
You
do.
Yeah.
What's the best one you got?
Goro.
Goro?
Goro. He's a four-headed rig. I mean, four-armed rig. He's got. The whole bottom is. It looks like a slab of shatter, and it's just a faceless body with 4 wax-colored arms.
Oh shit!
With 4 wax-colored arms?
Yeah, so I call him Goro. And then I have Randall from Monsters Incorporated. Got a bunch of different names.
Yeah.
But you got to name them. It's fun.
It is.
This
Ashley,
is
you?
Firestorm.
Firestorm.
Ooh.
That is Firestorm. So welcome.
Ooh.
Firestorm.
Welcome in, Firestorm.
Nice to meet you. I make people say hi to my pieces.
Yes.
Yes, say by name too. You have to introduce properly.
Exactly.
My favorite piece ever. It was called Stardust. It was all black with some like gold and red shimmer in it, and some green as well.
So I'm gonna go pure nerd on this and think Stardust / Cody Rhodes. Like that's where my head goes. Like
Oh, the
WWE.
wrestler.
Yeah.
Stardust.
I do have to say, I've seen in her videos, I've seen the displays she has in the background. Killer.
You got a display?
Yeah.
She's got the LED glass shelves.
You can thank my boyfriend for all of that. He has an account on Instagram too at Las Vegas Growing Couple. And he posts a bunch of our like plants that we have going on and just all sorts of random stuff, smoking, and then what he was mentioning.
Nice.
The rigs. It's a beautiful stuff.
And the showcase for it.
Yeah.
I do have a piece, and it's my favorite piece, and me and my lady nicknamed it or named it Mariah Cherry.
Mariah Cherry.
Yes.
I could dig that.
Mariah Cherry. And it kind of looks like a Mariah cherry. Like it's kind of like a little golden honey-ish looking.
Ooh,
just
a
like
little sassy.
honey.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mariah Carey action. You guys have any smoking traditions?
Sometimes I noticed I smoke weed before I smoke weed. Like,
Yeah.
I literally will
Yeah.
do it. I'm like, I'm gonna roll a joint.
And you pack a bowl
then,
instead.
no, I literally will grab a half a joint in my ashtray, light it, and then I'll be rolling a joint, and I'm like, oh, a dab. And then I'll go do a
then go
dab,
take
and
a
then I'm
dab.
like, oh,
See,
my joint.
I do it like this. I hit the bowl and then smoke the joint and then go back to my bowl afterwards. I've noticed I got that tradition going down.
Bowl the joint?
Bowl the joint.
That's like ATM of smoking.
It's exactly what it is.
Yes.
And it's all green, so that's the best part about it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Green.
I typically pretty much the same thing too, but now that I'm trying to get a little bit bigger on Instagram and everything, and it's a process now. You got to figure out the background, and you got to figure out the lighting, and make it all fancy.
It's got to be different too than what everyone else is doing. You know, you need
I
upscale.
noticed too, like I smoke weed and watch movies.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Even as background, no, just as like background noise, like not even really paying attention to the movie. Just have a movie playing in the background while I'm smoking weed. Yeah.
One of my things is that I conflict with, like you were talking about a conflict when you like hit the joint and grab another joint. Mine is like weed versus shower, right? Because like
smoke in there.
if you wake and bake, then you're like, all right, I'm not gonna shower because it's gonna bring down my buzz, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, then you smoke another joint, and then you're like, oh shit, I can't shower because I just smoked a joint, so I have to wait. And it's just, then you're like, I want to shower, but I'm high, and it just goes it could go all day, and then finally you're like, I need a shower.
Right. You're like, well, it's 9 p.m. I should probably shower now.
Unless you're going to Comic-Con, and then it's different.
You
Then
just say
rock
fuck it.
Yeah.
Put on that 2-year-old costume and go.
It should be one of the things, like when they're checking you into Comic-Con, they have security or whatever, they should smell you and be like, no, you're too clean to be here.
You should also double check and make sure said suit still fits you the same way. Because if you look like sausage casings about to explode.
Well, I mean, maybe
I'm just
something
saying.
dramatic happened in those costumes to them that like Luke Skywalker hugged
I mean, they
them
might
or
have shit their
something
pants in
10
that
years
costume.
ago.
That's all I can
That
think.
could have been it too.
Could have.
And they could have shut their pants due to something really cool and exciting.
Like, I shit my pants to Kevin Smith announcing Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
I'll never watch these.
All them stinky little fuckers. You don't ever have to worry about anything like you do with the fucking movie theaters or the schools or anything. You will never find any bullshit or shooting or anything going on
At
at
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con? Nope.
And security, no. I've been to 5 Comic-Cons. I watched a Deadpool with 2 real swords, and security's like,
that's
good.
cool.
He's like, "You're good. Go in."
You know, I heard that if there was a shooting at a Comic-Con, that it would be with an invisible gun.
Either that, or it would be like
pretend gun
it would
or
be like one of
laser.
the stormtroopers, so everybody's okay.
Yeah, he
You know what I'm
misses
saying?
everybody.
Like,
I was gonna say it could be TrekCon and they got a Mark 27 phaser or something like that. That's what they're gonna shoot you up with.
yeah, it's just gonna be completely unrealistic.
Hell to Zod!
Well, I think didn't they start banning like machetes and knives and stuff like that
At
from
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Like, but it's been going on for however many
Well, the
years.
reason why I guess this year some dude who he's a professional chopper, and professional choppers are knife dudes, and I guess he came in with one that looked legit, like he was gonna go in and start carving up some motherfuckers.
Oh.
But that's where that law came from. Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay.
One person to ruin it all.
Screwed it.
Exactly.
Usually how it goes.
I'm not big into the Comic-Con thing, and I think the problem is because I don't like Lord of the Rings. And I'm just gonna go out and say it.
I can't
And
say it.
people start talking
I
about Lord of the Rings, and I get fucking lost. Or Star Trek. Those two topics, I'm lost. I'm like, let's talk about Family Guy. Or,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
I like those kind of movies.
Some of those I've never really followed, and they're huge out there. And another thing with conventions is the furries.
Oh,
They fucking freak me out.
They freak you out?
They fucking freak me out.
I mean,
I can't see what I can't stand are the 37 to 40-year-olds that weigh 350.
And
They're usually freaky. They smell like rice and beans or some weird curd shit going on.
yeah.
And then when they go up and have conversations with you, like this.
And they
But
don't-
everyone wants to one-up each other on knowledge.
Yeah, that's what it is. They think
Every
that they're
time.
the smartest people
Every
there.
time. Every time. And it's like, dude, we all watch the shit that way.
Right.
You're talking about the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you know, everyone wants to have that knowledge of things and who they've met too. They're like, I met, you know, Kevin Smith's daughter, and you know,
Like,
she gave me a Mrs. Potato Head hug.
But I think they're excited about like the younger generation coming up too. Like they feel like they're teaching the younger generations now, and I don't know.
I'm not a big fan in this type of seniority though, because there doesn't need to be any kind of seniority when it comes to being in a group. Even with comics, you'll see it. It's stand-up comedy. It's like how many years you've been doing it gives you power to talk a certain way to people. And I'm like, no, it's not freaking true, because I'll kick you in the nuts until you're not talking like that anymore.
Right.
Like,
you're gonna start sounding like this.
Yeah. I just don't get it, you know? Like, well, who the fuck cares? Like,
I've never gotten that. Like, you and I both know with that. Like, there's some dude. It's in every community. It doesn't matter what you do. Like, there's these people who feel like, because I've been doing this longer than you, I have seniority.
And that's what it is with bud tending. People come in all the time. I've been smoking weed longer than you've been alive, but I don't know the difference between indica and sativa. Like,
show them your friggin' showcase of rigs and be like, now talk.
Right.
Show them you're educated. Not educated, but educated.
well, actually, this past year, Green Entrepreneur gave me the honor of one of the best top 25 bud tenders in 2019.
That's awesome.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna start with you. Do you have any shout outs? We're gonna be closing up the show soon. You got anyone that's watching?
Just my boyfriend Trenton, or at Las Vegas Growing Couple, and then Showgrow. Make sure to stop at Showgrow Vegas and give us a follow too. And Scoobs 420, my page as well.
SKOOBZ.
BZ.
BZ.
There you go.
James?
Honestly, just mostly just all my friends, my family, and all of my followers. You know, without my followers, wouldn't have Kakarot's Concentrates. So I gotta shout out to all the supporters. Dude. And yeah, that's at Kakarot's Concentrates, and Concentrates is with a K. A lot of people get that one.
Yeah, confused.
Yeah.
I feel like they would.
Either that, or like I said, they read it and they say Carrot Top, but I don't see where it comes. I can't see.
I don't get it out of you.
I could see, like, if you're reading it, you can get like the one person
Kakarot.
Yeah, he was like it was like Kakarot or something like that, and I was like, that's a little more
closer,
a little closer than Carrot Top.
Yeah. I'm looking at it just going, okay, that's Kakarot's concentrates. Like, that's what I'm looking at when I see that.
Oh, yeah. See, DBZ fan, they know.
Yeah.
DBZ, Gary?
Well, shout out to you. Hit me up, Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out, me co-hosting this thing. I love coming out and doing this, bud. It's awesome. Shout out That Guy Comedy, because, that's who I am. I'm going to be getting my show going back on again. We're pushing for March 16th, so maybe you come out do a birthday set.
A birthday set?
Yeah.
The 16th? The 16th? That's the day before St. Patrick's Day, right?
I know.
Yeah, my birthday's coming up soon, man.
know.
Birthday to me is my favorite day of the year. Like, I just go through my contacts list and I call everyone up and I tell them everything that I can bad. I'm like, fuck you. You hit that blunt. You had a blister on your lip. And now that fucking blister is on my girl. Fuck you. And then I'm like, by the way, it's my birthday. You get to say anything to anyone.
Yeah.
It's your birthday. It's coming up.
You feel like it's your one pass day.
It is.
It's your pass day. I get that.
It's your day.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My day's 2 days before Christmas, so I definitely treat it like it's my day.
Dude, in South Korea, that's for those that don't know the good Korea. In South Korea, they start your birthday when you're conceived.
Oh.
So when you're born, you're already 9 months old. This is true talk.
Damn.
I've literally said some shit like that before on how that's how it should be.
Hmm?
Like,
It's true.
realistically, you were fucking born 9 months old.
Yeah.
Or they could start it when you have the heartbeat. You know?
That makes more
That's
sense to
true.
me. Like a cognitive, you could see some kind of aliveness in that fetus.
Yes, but try explaining that to your 5-year-old daughter or something, like, well, why isn't it on this day that I came out of you? Well, it started on the day the stork picked you up, right,
And dropped you into said area.
It took 9 months for that stork to fly to the hospital.
For that all to go down.
Here's a sucker. Go ahead.
From
Go
the
watch
north
YouTube.
to the south.
Go talk to your mom. Go talk
you
to your dad.
So when people from South Korea they move to the United States or some other countries, they're forced to change their birthday,
Wow.
That's wild.
their birth certificate.
That's crazy.
I did not know that.
Anyone have kids here?
I do. I have 2 boys,
2 boys? How old?
11 and 10.
Oh, good ages, man.
Yes, sir.
I got an 11-year-old. It's tough, huh?
Oh man, he's a pain in the ass sometimes. I
Frick.
love him to death, but he's hitting that age where he thinks he's king shit with his brother, and he's almost at that point. I've already told him, I'm like, kid, I'm gonna just wait, because your brother's gonna be that kid that he's gonna get bigger than you. He's gonna kick
I'm
the
gonna give you
shit
a
out
I'm
of
gonna
you.
give you a perspective on that one, right? Tell your kid this one day. Like you haven't learned what I've forgotten.
There you
It's a
go.
fucking
That's-
fact. That's
There you
wisdom
go.
right there, man. You haven't learned what I've forgotten.
I already forgot that. But that age, man, my son, he's 11, and then I have a 2-year-old, an 11-year-old. He's probably listening right now. What up, Jay? Is 6th grade, man. I know how it is, 6th grade.
That's crazy.
You start getting more friends in 6th grade.
And you start liking
weird
girls in
age.
6th
Yeah.
grade.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, everyone's having boyfriends and girlfriends.
And there's still that group of kids in the back playing Yu-Gi-Oh / Magic / Pokemon.
Yeah, they're all on their phones now and YouTube.
They still. I've found this out. There were still those groups because you go to the library and they're still doing it after school kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like back in the day.
Kids are still playing Pokemon
I do think
cards.
that's cool though, just because, I still play Magic. I'm not gonna lie about it. I mean, I'm not a big, I used to when I was younger play Dungeons and Dragons, but I'll still play some Magic. But I do think it's cool. Like my buddy's son, he's like 13 and he's huge into Magic.
That's awesome.
And
Gathering.
I like to see that some of the cool shit from back then is still, because a lot of these kids now, it's just basically the same shit. They're following their PlayStation, their Xbox.
Well, and there's no interpersonal skills. That's the sad part
Oh.
about it.
They will literally text you from their bedroom, "What's for dinner?"
And they think that they can just say some of this stuff online, whatever they want, until it's like, wait till that guy comes to your door.
I've caught my son. He'd have his headphones playing the game, and I'd hear him shit, and I'm like, "Excuse me, what the fuck is that?" I didn't know you were there.
All right, guys. I had a pleasure. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for bringing the treats, Gary. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Everyone listening at home or at work or driving, whatever. Just we'll see you next week. I had a great time. Hit me up, Vegas.
Hit me up, Vegas.
Thank you, guys.